This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge makes a confession. The pack is over. Hope learns of Taylor's actions. Brooke admits her feelings. Taylor defers blame. Hope reassures Thomas that he doesn't need to worry or be concerned about Liam. Ridge struggles with his conscience. Thomas learns who is spreading rumors about him. Liam trusts his intuition. Wyatt offers a new perspective. And Hope has unexpected visions of what the future for her would look like. Those are the spoilers for The Bold and Beautiful this week, y'all. June 5th through the 9th. Look here. Ridge. Let's start with Ridge making a confession. I had already posted a video, but I decided to post another one. Ridge makes a confession. They don't say who he makes a confession to, but they show him on the trailer or the preview. I keep saying trailer. On the preview for this week's episode, talking to Brooke, asking her if they have enough to make this work. And I said, look here, Taylor. And Taylor is telling Brooke, she's had chance after chance over the years, throughout the years with Ridge. And each time she's let Ridge down. And she says he deserves someone who isn't going to upend his world. And so that's when they get to tussling. Taylor grabs Brooke arm, tells her to grow up. Taylor pushes Brooke. And Ridge breaks it up. And I said, look here, now Taylor, you right. When someone has repeatedly let you down, that should, common sense tells you that they ain't gonna never do right by you. They ain't gonna never choose you. They ain't never gonna be that person you need them to be or you deserve for them to be or whatever. But some people like dysfunction, and that's what Taylor gonna have to realize. And first of all, Ridge is to blame because he goes back and forth between y'all. He was just about to kiss you. Look, that's what you need to bring up. They both need to bring up the fact that he almost kissed both women. That he been telling both women he missed them. He been trying to make a move on both women. Come on, talk about that instead of over here arguing about what he deserves. And y'all deserve better than him, to be honest. But yeah, Taylor's talking about what Ridge deserves, and I said some people like dysfunction. You live long enough and you experience life long enough, you gonna see. A lot of people, I ain't gonna say some people, a lot of people like dysfunction. Because with dysfunction, when they settling and stuff, let me rephrase that. Some people like dysfunction. They like settling, especially if that means they never had to mature, grow up, or change. Why would they go towards? Because some people don't like change. They like to be comfortable in what they're familiar with. But just because you're familiar with it doesn't mean it's right for you. Doesn't mean you're going to experience no type of growth. Doesn't mean that you're going to be all that you could be or can be. And a lot of people like dysfunction. You live long enough and experience long enough, you see a whole lot of people like dysfunction. They cool with it. They cool with beefing every day, arguing every day, fighting every day, cursing at each other every day, abusing everybody. I said abusing everybody, abusing each other, cheating on each other. All the list goes on and on. You see that a lot of people like dysfunction. And it's like if you decide to tell them what they deserve better, they would look at you like you the problem. Like and for some people on the outside looking in, or even in the inside, they like, why can't you see? It's like with the Brooke and Ridge thing. Why can't you see? She be kissing Bill, kissing Deacon. She do a lot of stuff. And y'all know, if y'all listen, did I do the video? I don't think I did that video on this channel. I think I did it on the other channel where I was talking about the New Year's kiss when Brooke was drunk. And I said, look, she could use that she was drunk as an excuse, but she wasn't drunk when she called Deacon over there. Cause they had made it, I don't know if they forgot what they wrote or what, but they had wrote that when, it was New Year's Eve, I think. New Year's Eve, because they were doing the countdown thing. And when Hope and Leon got there, Hope was shocked to see Deacon. She was like, what are you doing here? And Brooke said she invited him. Then next thing you know, on one scene, they show Hope saying, oh, no, I invited Dad. It wasn't her fault when she was talking to Ridge. It wasn't her fault. I invited him over. No, Brooke invited him over. And that's why I said she knew what she was doing. Because you couldn't stay alone for one freaking second. Your husband was out of town. So you really brought that on yourself. I said, now she could. But then I got to say about Taylor, because that's why I said when Brooke said on Friday's episode how Taylor is a backstabbing traitor, I said, well, y'all both is, to be honest. Y'all both doing all this, and he want whoever want him. He want whoever want him. But if I had to choose, I say he always returns to Brooke. And at this point, I said, they need to hook Taylor up. Why it had to be Deacon? I don't know if they going in that direction or not, but why they couldn't find somebody new to put her with instead of putting her with Deacon, if they do decide to put her with Deacon. I mean, we don't know how they're going to be together, so we just got to wait and see. But I was like, look, they could have introduced somebody new. They could have introduced somebody better. Because Deacon also wants Brooke. Has always wanted Brooke. I mean, lately we seen him want Sheila, but But yeah, I was like, look, ain't nothing you gonna be able to tell this man, like, people like this function. Cause you know why? Cause Brooke gonna take him how he is. And to be honest, you gonna take him how he is. Nobody's gonna challenge him. Nobody's gonna say, okay, what you doing or what you continue to do. Now that we have seen that storyline where they decided to come up with the whole pack. And they decided to be, not beef over him. They also made another pact that they wasn't gonna go after another. They wasn't gonna share men basically. So even if Taylor do to go with Deacon, they still look pack over. Brooke keep talking about the pact, and I said I will give Brooke that. Now she did violate the pact first because the New Year's Christmas kiss under the mistletoe. I don't know if that's excused, but I asked that on the other video. Do y'all think it's excused because of the fact that it was a mistletoe situation? And I think it wasn't excused because she didn't tell her about it. She didn't tell her about it. And then the lingerie thing, where she did that on purpose. She might not have came down there. She might not have known that he was down there. But she did drop that robe on purpose. So she violated the pact again. So she did initiate it. But Taylor tried to scoot her on out the way with Deacon or whatever. With Deacon. So I think that was a violation. I don't know. Would y'all consider that a violation of the pact? I think the pact been out the window months ago. Last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, the pact been out the doggone door. And I'm kind of disappointed because I was like, it was an interesting storyline to see them be friends and have each other's back. But the minute Brooke said that, Brooke was tripping though. When she came over there talking about some, you need to tell your daughter to take back what she said and all that, and talking about some, kept bringing up the pact in the friendship. We friends or whatever, to do this, step up. And I said, now, didn't she just have a conversation with you about her son? And you was like, he wasn't going to change. And even Taylor brought it up. She was like, what did she say? Brooke said something about she can't just forget about all the things Thomas has did, which she got a valid point because he done did a lot of stuff. Man running around kissing mannequins and stuff. He kissing mannequins. And then he kept the fact, that's a serious matter. I don't care. Like, you can forgive. I think everything can be forgiven, but not everything can be forgotten. I think people mix that up. They think, oh, I could never forgive you. No, forgiveness and forgetting is two different things. You can forgive somebody all day long. And forgiveness is also a process. A lot of people don't want to admit that as well. You can be like, I forgive you, but then something reminds you or they start doing the same thing that they did before, red flags or what's another word for it? Like different things that they do or whatever. You could forgive somebody, but you can't forget. Like he saw you grieving and he didn't tell you. That should have. I'm with Liam on that. That should have been enough of a reason to say, you know what, I don't want no dealings with you. To be honest, I don't want no dealings with your family either. I don't want no dealings with none of y'all. But this is a show, so they gotta deal with each other. Cause like he sat there and watched you grieve. He knew your daughter was alive. Like all these people knew that your daughter was alive, and they didn't tell you. And you over here fantasized about kissing him and being with him and all this other extra stuff. Look, I don't know, but yeah, Brooke was like, she can't just forget. And Taylor was like, okay, and I can't forget that your daughter, that Hope has Logan blood in her. I said, she just called you a skis. She just called you a skis. I mean, you is a skis, but you know, you is out there. You been out there. I ain't gonna say now, cause now I'll give it to Brooke. She has been ridged. She has, since they packed, I would say it still has been ridged. It hasn't been, she's had opportunity to be with Bill. Cause Bill, you know, that whole Bill telling Brooke he wants her, not Katie, and everything. She done had opportunity. Deacon proposed, right? I said she has. Now, lately we have seen her say she don't want nobody, and you know, at first she was focused on Ridge, but now since the pack, you know, she hasn't, except the lingerie thing. But yeah, and the kiss. Well, there you have it. But yeah, I said she ain't been in these men's face lately. You gotta give her that. Everybody keep on going. Hope went off on her. Taylor going off on her. I said, well, technically lately she hasn't been out there. She hasn't been in men's face. I mean, she be meeting up. They be going to Deacon Place, but that's just a restaurant and everything. But other than that, we haven't seen it. I guess it's just a matter of time because the show has proven that Brooke always go from men to men. But lately she has not. Well, yeah, everybody done went off on her. But then Taylor brings up that. And I was like, look, she hasn't did nothing aside from the lingerie and the kiss or whatever. But when Taylor was asking Ridge, he didn't say nothing, but he made a face, and she was like, right, got it. And she was telling Ridge about that, about she doesn't trust the pack and everything. But yeah, y'all let me know down below what y'all think about all this. Are y'all shocked? I ain't gonna say shocked, because if you've been watching this show long enough, you know that it was only a matter of time for this friendship was over. Well, comment your thoughts down below. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, deuces.